Hey everyone, and welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are diving deep into your daily AI briefing. We're going to cover everything from the brand new products you can actually use to the huge debates happening around AI's power, and even get a little peek inside the labs that are building our future. So, let's start with the big question. What is actually shaping the future of AI right this very second? We're going to look at the tools you can get your hands on today, unpack the really tough questions being asked in the halls of power, and then explore the pretty mind-blowing research that's making it all happen.
All right, here's how we're going to break it all down. First, we'll see how AI is hitting the market. Then, we'll get into the tricky governance question. After that, a look inside the AI labs. And finally, we'll pull it all together and connect the dots.
Okay, first up, AI hits the market. New AI-powered products are launching so incredibly fast, it is almost impossible to keep up. So let's do a quick lightning round of some of the coolest ones that have just been released. Kicking things off with later AI. Now, the key phrase you need to see here is 100% on your device. And trust me, this is a huge deal. It means your data isn't being shipped off to some server in the cloud. It stays right there with you. That's a massive win for both privacy and speed. Next, we've got Cal.com's AI agents. And you should probably get used to hearing that word, agents. These are AIs that don't just, answer your questions, they actually do stuff for you. In this case, think of it like a personal assistant that handles your entire schedule. And this whole agent trend, it's not just for slick consumer apps. Tools like GLM-5 Turbo are the high-performance engines that developers are using to build their own agentic AIs. You could almost think of it as the AI that builds other AIs. AI is also getting super personal. Take GetFit.ai. It's basically like having a wellness coach that lives in your pocket, tracking your nutrients, your habits, you name it. It's a perfect example of how AI can be custom-tailored to your own life. And of course, for the whole creator economy, you've got stuff like Glam AI. This tool really shows how AI is making content creation accessible to everyone. The promise is pretty simple. You pick a trend, you add a photo, and you let the AI help you go viral. So yeah, from keeping your data private to making you more productive to maybe even making you famous, it's pretty clear the AI market is just exploding with new ideas. But, with all these incredible new tools, this massive question comes up. How do we control them? And that brings us right to our second section, the governance question and this whole debate over the boundaries of AI power. This quote right here from Palantir CEO, it gets to the very heart of this huge debate. I mean, Palantir builds incredibly powerful AI for defense. But the big question is, what's to stop those exact same tools from being used for domestic surveillance? It's a line in the sand that even the people building the tech are trying to figure out where to draw.
So while the policymakers are debating the AI of today, the researchers, they're already busy building the AI of tomorrow. So let's jump into our third section and take a look inside the AI labs to really understand the science that's going to shape everything we've just been talking about.
Hey, remember those agents we mentioned a minute ago? Well, this is the science behind them. Agentic engineering. It's all about building AIs that are more like partners than just simple tools. They don't just follow your commands, they can actually reason, they can solve problems, and they can manage complex tasks all on their own.
In this research, it's not just theoretical stuff, In robotics, it's helping people navigate with audio cues instead of staring at screens. In healthcare, it's giving crucial information to expecting mothers who might not have access to it otherwise. In education, it's giving students truly personalized feedback. It's even letting people control robots just by talking to them. Seriously, this isn't science fiction anymore. This is about solving real-world problems today.
Okay, here's another pretty mind-bending idea coming out of the labs, representation learning. Think of it like this. Instead of an AI just trying to guess what happens in the next frame of a movie, this approach tries to make the AI understand the entire plot. By learning the deeper rules of how a system works, it can make way more accurate predictions and avoid those tiny little errors that can snowball into really big problems. Okay, so we've seen the products, we've touched on the policy debates, and we've peeked inside the research labs. For our final section, let's connect all the dots and really assemble the bigger picture of where AI is at right now.
So how does this all fit together? Well, it all starts with the tech, right? These breakthroughs in generative AI, they're the engine. That engine then fuels all these new business applications in basically every industry you can think of. But as these tools get more and more powerful, they create these huge societal challenges that demand a serious conversation about governance and ethics. And that core challenge is right there in the middle. How in the world do we balance the incredible potential of this technology with our responsibility to society?
And that really brings us to the biggest question of all. As these products get smarter, as the policies get written, and as the research pushes us even farther into the future, who is ultimately responsible for how this all turns out? Is it the developers, the companies, the regulators, or is it on all of us to shape the future that we actually want to live in? That's the question we'll leave you with. Thanks for tuning in.